This here is a Model 29. It's a 629-6. This is an engraved, factory engraved Model 29 6-inch barrel. The model number is in here, right there. Model 629-6. It's a 629 Classic, stainless steel. Looking at it that way, looking at it this way. Beautiful gun, shoots very well. It has Pachmar grips on it. You can get, they have rosewood also, grips for these. Looking down the barrel there, you can see it has a white line outline and then the sight on the front. We're going to put a sight on one of these today. Put this over here. This Model 29-3 Smith & Wesson is a Dirty Harry Special. You'll see it's a little different than this other one. This is a classic here, and see it has a barrel weight underneath the barrel. That there. I traded for this one a long time ago. You know, at one time Dirty Harry or Clint Eastwood made this pistol very, very famous. Looking at the barrel, all three of them have different types of sights on them. This sight here it must be pressed in there. You can hear the quail in the background. Of course, the back sight's got a white line outline on it, and it slips into a groove there, the notch. The rear sight does. This one here has a ramp sight, but it has a pin in it. See the pin in that. Looking down the barrel again with the white line outline rear sight. Looking down that big 44, actually 42 caliber, 43 caliber. It's 428, 429, 430 diameter bullets. So it's actually a 44 Magnum, it's actually a 43 Magnum in all reality. Now, this Classic has a removable front sight. Looking down the barrel from the rear, looking there. Now, if you can see in here, it has a little spring and a plunger in there. You can replace these sights on the front, whatever you want. Very quick replacement. I did not know that, and I talked to a couple of gunsmiths that didn't know it either. It surprised me. I lost the sight out of it. So it has a pin here, and it has a hole in the front. And down inside it has a little plunger with a sharp point on it, like a punch. Now these are gun vise jaws. I've wiped these off already. You don't want to have any abrasive material on that at all. Like that. We're even going to put some of this down in there. Back this old vise out. And we're going to put this barrel in there like that. Now it has kind of a rubber type silicone. Now that's the way you do this. Now here's the sight. That's the sight. It has kind of a pyramid bottom on it. Looking down the barrel like you look down the barrel. Looking at this end of it like that. And we're going to take this side and we're going to wiggle it in there. Now see, we're going to make this wrap toward back. It's going to slide in there like that. Now there it is. We put the side on it. Now you see how to do that. And you can bump it and it could come out by accidentally. That's what happened with me. I did not know that. It was rusty inside, it went down and then it fell out. Then I lost it. I had to order this sight. Looking down that way, looking down this way with a white line around the rear of it. Very powerful gun, of course. The shells are show you some of these. Now these are shells that I loaded. At least some of them. This is 44 Special. Pretty hot load though. With the hollow point, expanding, almost exploding bullets basically. And then you can buy these. This is like almost like a 410 load of shot for snakes and varmints in your yard, whatever. They're even good for self-defense. They probably won't kill somebody, but they would probably blind them if you shot them in the face with it. And that would probably stop them, maybe, if they're not on drugs or something. So, we've got our model 629 Smith & Wesson, factory engraved model. Pachmayr grips on it, but they're from Smith & Wesson. They're actually Smith & Wesson grips. Model 29-3, factory presentation grade, Dirty Harry Special, not engraved. Real nice trigger on it, serrated, beautiful action. And you know, these old ones have the firing pin on them. The newer model do not have that firing pin. Model 629-6. More safety involved, they say. Now this one. This one has Smith & Wesson Pachmayr style grips on it. It is engraved with like etching, laser etching. And it says on here, 29 Classic. And Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum on this side. And it has a counterweight underneath the barrel. See, the other one cuts off right about there. That's the old Model 29 Smith & Wesson. Well, I hope I helped you here today. Put it up here where you can see me maybe, whether you want to or not. I hope I've helped you today in identifying these different firearms in the Model 29 Smith & Wessons. There's 3 different models. And the replaceable front sight on the Classic. So be careful with that. They do sell the plungers, the sights, and the spring that goes in there also. Please like and subscribe and come back again. We'll have a little more information for you.